going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and today we are reviewing Harley Quinn #1. I believe this is it's a soft relaunch. It's like called Infinite Frontier. I think that DC's doing. So this is right after Future State, which was, I think it was just dumb. Future State. It was fine, but it really just interrupted the flow of the books that were out at the time that were doing well. Namely Batman. It was going really well, and it just really interrupted it. But anyway, this is Harley Quinn, written by Stephanie Phillips, illustrated by Riley Rossmo. This is the variant of it. I really like this variant. This is it's so good. So good. It is drawn by Riley Rossmo, and the original cover is drawn by Riley Rossmo. And I'm not a fan okay, of this art style. It's very stylized. I do like that it's very cartoony, because I think that is very appropriate in a Harley comic. I think they should be a lot more cartoony. But yeah, it's just very you get used to it though. Like by the time you're halfway through, it's not as weird. But it's it's very stylized, and that's the thing. I don't mind that. So here's the thing. Here's one of the things that it gets my goat every time. So on Twitter, there's always, inevitably, almost weekly, there's the meme now. It's literally become a meme where people complain. They'll see a drawing of, it's usually of a character that's a female, and they say, where are her organs? Because her waist is too small, and it's like, there's no way organs could be in there. It's setting unrealistic expectations for girls around the globe, and it's dumb. It's dumb. Okay, because you can look at this and be like, where are her feet? Feet don't look like that. Feet don't look like they're too small. I mean, even her waist is too small. Okay, but nobody says anything. Nobody says anything, but I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But, for example, like Gears of War, I could very well make the argument that, hey, I don't look like Marcus Phoenix. And that makes me, that's what it is. It makes people feel uncomfortable. I think because they judge themselves to a cartoon character. and then they get jealous of that cartoon character, and so they have to demonize it. But no, Riley Rossmo, it's not my cup of tea, but you do get used to it. This is also written by, I'm gonna get my Dr. Pepper. Okay, zero sugar. It's new. It's actually really good. So I'm going to open that up. But this is written by Stephanie Phillips, who, she's kind of new to the scene. I really don't know a lot about her, but I do know that she is actually she seems to be really excited to write comics. Because when she was announced that she was writing The Future State, back in I think it was at least November. I went and looked at her Twitter. I was like, oh, I'm worried. Because you just know, especially on a Harley comic. I was just like, they're going to hire some SJW. If it's a woman, she's got to be lesbian. Okay, she's got to be a feminist. She's got to hit all these check marks. I have no idea if she's any of those things, and I don't care. Because I go and look at her Twitter, and she is all about writing comics. She is so excited to be writing comics. And she is very excited to be writing this one in particular. Why? Because she posts about it. She's writing Nuclear Family. I don't have any idea what Nuclear Family is, but I know now because of her Twitter. Because she advertises herself. And she'll advertise other people as well. So she's very excited to be working in comics, and that's an awesome thing. And I really like that, which it shows, because this is it's not the best comic ever, but it's a fun little story, and there's nothing SJW in this at all, which is surprising, because this is a character that which SJWs love to use as a pedestal to shout their ideas for. Okay. But overall, this is a good story. This is very connected to what's going on in Batman. So this is after the Joker War. And Harley is working with Batman. And because she's working with him in the Batman run. And so this is after the Joker War. And she's kind of trying to clean up the damage that she's caused. And trying to make recompense. And so Batman's doing what Batman does, and he's trying to help her with that. And so it's kind of, it's an amusing story. I will say, Stephanie Phillips, if you're watching, please just make Harley Harley. It's like, literally go back and watch Batman animated series, get an idea of who she was to begin with. She is not DC's version of Deadpool. She is not Deadpool. Okay, she isn't. She is Harley Quinn. Okay. But I will say one of the tropes that has become with Harley is she's always trying to organize a team, and this one is no different. In the early 2000s comic, it made sense because she was fresh off her breakup with the Joker, and she was organizing a team. I can't remember what for. I think it was to rescue her dogs, her hyenas, Bud and Luke. And that's why she organized it. And then it's like every iteration that has come after that, she's always trying to organize a team. Even in the TV show, she's trying to organize a team. And I don't understand. I don't understand that. But I just want to read back here because they do a little interview with her, with Stephanie Phillips. And Harley Quinn, they ask her, Harley Quinn is one of DC's most popular characters. What appeals to you about her? And she says, I think Harley is one of the most unique characters because she's often the smartest person in the room, but she's constantly underestimated. I agree that she's constantly underestimated. That's what makes her such a fun character, is she is underestimated. I don't think she's always the smartest person in the room, though. I don't. She's definitely the most conniving. She's the most, I would say she's very witty. And this is one thing that I think people sleep on this attribute of Harley Quinn, is that she's honestly very manipulative. She's a very manipulative person in order to be able to get what she wants, because she's not the strongest, and I would say she's not the smartest, but she's very manipulative. And she's creative, funny, really clever with a troubled past. Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes the funniest people are the saddest. Very, very good observation. And we are trying to explore that line between sad and funny through the eyes of an oftentimes unreliable narrator. I like that. I like that premise. I like that ground. That's a good foundation to start with. I would just say, please don't try to make her a Deadpool. She's not a Deadpool. But Stephanie, if you happen to watch this video, I think this is a really good start, and I think I think you're doing good. This is a fun story, and I think if you want to get on to start reading some Harley comics, this is a good place to start. There's no SJW-ness in here. It's just a good little story, and I think it has some good potential as well. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like this video, please go down and like it. If you have not yet already, please subscribe to the channel, and please, I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you read it? Let me know down below. Or any other comics that you might be reading. I'm always curious to know what people are picking up. But yeah, so recommend. Go out and get it. It's Harley Quinn #1. And yeah, that's all. Peace out.